In this video, we are going to learn how to cross the mathematics bridge. You see, in mathematics, whatever topic we are learning, there are four major operations, four major mathematics signs that we always meet. And what are the signs? You will agree with me: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Now we have found that it is much easier to handle addition and subtraction. To solve questions on these two mathematics signs, addition and subtraction, happens to be much easier. Now when we talk about multiplication and division, it becomes another different and difficult thing altogether. Today, we are going to learn the boat that you need to cross the maths bridge. And so we start with asking the question, which of the four mathematics signs do you worry about? To many, they will talk about division. When they say division, it becomes much of a problem. Please note this particular statement. Multiplication is the boat of crossing the mathematics bridge. Let me start by asking the question, just how important is multiplication? Because at the end of this video today, we encourage everybody to wake up and take their multiplication very seriously. Just how important is multiplication? Please, let's watch the board. You can see some topics written on the board. We have addition of numbers, the same numbers. How does multiplication work here? Just imagine that you are given a question like 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. This is 2 in how many places? 4 places. We can easily bring in the knowledge of multiplication by going to 2 times table and doing 2 times 4. That is 2 in 4 places. And when someone knows 2 times table, the person can easily tell the answer of this, that 2 times 4 is equal to 8, which is the answer of 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So do we see? Addition makes use of multiplication faster too. Let us look at the second case, division. Wow, this is one area we usually have a lot of challenge. But do you know that division depends on multiplication? How true is that statement? Which is why we should be more concerned with multiplication than we are with division. Let us look at this case. Suppose that somebody gives you 14 divided by 2. How can we quickly tell the answer of this, 14 divided by 2? Again, let's go back to our multiplication table. You come to the second number, 2, which you are using to divide 14. All we need to do is to ask ourselves the question, 2 times which number will give us 14? And you will agree with me that from your multiplication table, 2 times 7 will give us 14. So what does this mean? It means that 14 divided by 2 would give us 7, because 2 times 7 will give us that 14. Once again, do you see how multiplication helped us to solve this division problem? That is not all. We are still talking about the boats we need to cross the mathematics bridge, multiplication. Please, look at the board again. Factors. Another very important topic in mathematics. Imagine that somebody gives you the question, find factors of 12. How does multiplication help you here? To get the factors of 12, all we need to do again is to visit our multiplication table. Then you can just ask yourself, which two numbers can you multiply? Which two numbers can I multiply to get 12? Because we are talking about factors of 12. Now let us go a bit and search through our multiplication table. Do you remember? 1 times 12 will give you 12. So it means that 1 and 12 are factors of 12. Let's continue again. If you go to 2 times table, you will agree with me that 2 times 6 is equal to 12. It also means that 2 and 6 are factors of 12. But that is not all. Can you visit your 3 times table? Now if you go to 3 times table, you will agree with me that 3 times 4 is also equal to 12. Which means that 3 and 4 are factors of 12. Now let us put our answers together. What are the factors of 12? We have them 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. If you like, you can arrange them as 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. These are the factors of 12. But how did we get them? Multiplication. Multiplication. The boat you need to cross the mathematics bridge. We want to go further. Do you remember the topics? Lowest common multiple, LCM, highest common factor, HCF, prime factorization, percentage, squares, and square roots. Do you know that these topics, they depend on division? Once you have the good knowledge of division, these topics become a bit simpler. But don't forget, we already said that division depends on multiplication. That is, if you have the knowledge of multiplication, you will not have problem with division again. So what does that tell us? That these topics also depend on what? Multiplication. We will be releasing videos on this for you to see that yes, once you know your multiplication, this topic becomes very simple. That is not all. We have other topics like fractions, ratio, proportion. What about formula maths? That is maths topic that has to do with formula. You can think of area of a shape, you can think of volume of a shape, you can think of perimeter of a shape. Most of these topics all become easier if you understand your multiplication. So what have you learned? The build of crossing the mathematics bridge is multiplication. We encourage all of us to take our multiplication very seriously. Why not set it as a target that before you go to bed, you practice your multiplication table? You can take them step by step to make sure that your brain gets them completely, at least from 2 times to 12 times, and you will start enjoying your mathematics very well. We are JMaths 41. We are here to make learning easier, fun, targeted, and homely. We are vectors. We have magnitude and we have direction.